Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, I will be going to discuss about distance formula. Distance formula in all cases, distance from axis, distance between axis, distance between any two points, and distance from the origin. These four cases I will cover in this video. Get started. First, distance from axis. This is a coordinate plane, x-axis and y-axis. Vertical axis is y-axis. Horizontal axis is x-axis. So axis is 2 x-axis and y-axis. Distance from x-axis is y value. Distance from y-axis is x value. In ordered pair x, comma y, where x is distance from y-axis, y is distance from x-axis. The coordinate A, 1, 2 means 1 unit from y-axis. And 2 is 2 unit from x-axis. X value is distance from y-axis. Y value is distance from x-axis. This is the distance from axis. X value is distance from y-axis and y value is distance from x-axis. Minus 4 to distance is always positive. So minus 4 to distance x value minus 4, y value 2 means 4 unit from y-axis and 2 unit from x-axis. Distance from the origin in axis. Origin is 0, 0. Distance is always positive. Distance from the origin in x-axis, x unit. In x-axis, y value is equal to 0. 3, 0 means distance 3 unit from the origin. G minus 4, 0 means distance 4 unit from the origin. Distance from the origin in y-axis is equal to plus y unit. In y-axis, x value is 0. So 0, 4 means 4 unit from origin. 0 minus 3 is 3 unit from the origin. Distance is always positive. Distance between axis. Distance between x-axis is difference between the x values. If s2 greater than x1, then distance between the x-axis is s2 minus x1. So AB, B is equal to 3, 0, A is equal to minus 5, 0. So distance between AB is equal to difference between A and B, that is 3 minus 5 is 8 unit. BC is equal to 6 minus 3. This is the distance between x-axis. Distance between y-axis is difference between the y value. If y2 greater than y1, y2 minus y1 is distance between the y-axis. PQ, P is equal to 6 and Q minus 5 y-axis. So distance PQ is equal to 6 minus 5 is equal to 11 unit. PR is equal to 6 minus 2, 4 unit. This is the distance between x-axis. Distance between x-axis is 2 minus x1. Y-axis is equal to y2 minus y1. Distance is always positive. Here y2 greater than y1. S2 greater than x1. Difference between the x value is distance between the x-axis. Difference between y value is distance between y-axis. Distance between any two points. Here distance between the PQ. PQ is the distance. P and Q is 2 point. P is the coordinate x1, y1. Q is the coordinate s2, y2. Distance between PQ represented D is equal to square root s2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance between any 2 points. This formula is applicable in all the distance cases. distance between any two points is equal to s2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Square root of distance between any two points is equal to square root of s2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Example, distance between a 5, 7 and b 8, 11. First element always x value, second element always y value. x1, y1, s2, y2. x1 5, s2 8, y1 7, y2 11. AB is equal to s2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. 8 minus 5 whole square plus 11 minus 7 whole square. 8 minus 5 3 square. 4 square 25. 25 is equal to 5 unit. This is the distance between any two points. Distance from the origin. Distance from the origin. See, origin, the coordinate is 0, 0. Here s2 is equal to 0, y2 is equal to 0. Distance between any two points, s2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. s2, y2 0. Then finally x1 whole square plus y1 whole square. Distance from the origin 0, 0. xy is equal to x square plus y square. Distance from the origin is square root x square plus y square. Here see, x is equal to 3, y is equal to 4. So square root 3 square plus 4 square, 9 plus 16, 25. Square root of 25, 5. So distance from the origin in the point x1, y1, this point is 5 unit.